Well, good evening, folks. How you all doing? Welcome to the episode 8. It's the last episode in my Cooking Up the Blues live stream series here on my Facebook page. I'm going to have a quick look here and see who's in the house. Hello, Alistair Cunningham, Ivor Corbally, Seppo, Gordon Angel, good evening. Gordon and Corrine, who else? Chris Duke, hello. Did you see the Jambalaya last week, Chris? Hello, Kelly, Barry Cregan, nice to see you, albeit online this morning, Barry. Fiona Alderson, Bob Brinkley-Bottom, g'day. Ian Winter, Drew Littlejohn, George Futter, hello. Who else is here? Neil Martin, good evening, Ivor. How's it going? Paul Evans. Margaret's just given me a wave straight through the door over here. Hi, Stacey, how you doing? Thanks a lot for tuning in, folks. In this final episode, I've got a couple of hearty dishes for you. Hearty dishes. Nice warming stuff now the nights are starting to draw in. As they say, the nights are fair drawn in. But before the grub, I'm going to play a song for you. But first of all, I've got to find a guitar. I was in the midst of a clusterfuck when I had to go live. I'm having a bad hair. This is lockdown hair. I really, no, not the beard, the hair. I'm having a severe hair problem. And I'm going to have to get a haircut soon. Anyway, this song has been amazingly, I've avoided playing it so far. I'm looking there, I'm looking here. There's lots of places to look, but be aware I'm looking at you. Okay. Go tell my ride, she don't wanna know about a crazy notion, gonna make things grow. Something's gonna change. When I hear it, baby, I can't help but smile. Go see my mind, see what we can do. Get myself electric, get myself a trial. Oh yeah, come on! Everybody's doing it, it's the way to go. Time to do it different, try it way down low. Pull back my wire, forget what went before. Get myself electric, I don't worry anymore. Oh yeah! Rolling, end is getting near. Other ways to go, line is getting clear. Can't pay my way, fast time is running dry. Get myself electric, get me another beer. Oh yeah, electric's gonna get me another beer. Got me electric. Had to keep that one for the very last in the series. So what else is happening here? Let's have a wee look. It's difficult to see all the things that are going on. Margaret McDonald's replying, hello Jolyn, how are you doing? Barry Cregan again. Hey Barry, thanks, go on. And yes, Bill's live stream last night from Florida was great. If you have the chance, watch that on a Sunday night, 9 PM UK time. Thanks Frank Hop, how you doing? We'd hope to be back in Minneapolis by now, Frank, but hello Dorothy Mullen and Chelsea, John Dunsworth, Julie Tilley, Music News Scotland, hey. I've been banned from Cookin' Bob. I have indeed. Hello John Tate, Carol Cunningham, nice to see you on here. Oh, you missed the Jambalaya, Chris. You need to look at last week's episode. But don't go and look yet, you've got to watch this one first. And then you can see the Jambalaya in last week's one. Who else is in here? Oh, goodness me. Eileen McLaughlin, how you doing? And Ian Ashforth. Lovely to see you all. Thanks a million for tuning in. Anyway, okay, tummies are rumbling. Let's make some red beans and rice. Maybe. As well as the red beans, by the way, this dish uses the andouille sausage. Chris, Duke, I hope you're listening because you can see how to make the andouille sausage, which is in jambalaya. That was in last week's episode. So both the jambalaya and the andouille sausage recipe were in last week's episode. But tonight, the red beans and rice also uses andouille sausage, and it also uses tasso ham. And I make that in the smoker. It's basically a pork loin crusted in lots of herbs and spices and smoked low and slow until it's ready. And then I cut it up, slice it up, cube it, put it in the freezer so it's always on hand, especially for this dish.
There's also the holy trinity of 1 green pepper, a stick of celery and an onion, passata, bay leaves, garlic, chicken stock and Cajun seasoning. First up, we melt 2 tablespoons of butter in a pan, and then add half of the holy trinity mix. We're going to cook this on a medium heat for about 10 minutes. Then we'll add the first of 2 tablespoons of Cajun spice mix, a tablespoon of finely chopped garlic, 4 bay leaves, and then we're going to give it a stir. Then add the andouille sausage and tasso ham. There's about 150 grams of each here. Give it a good stir and cook for another 7 to 10 minutes, stirring regularly. Don't fucking burn it. The kidney beans, a couple of tins, well rinsed, should do the trick. Good stir. The other tablespoon of Cajun seasoning. And another stir. Next, we add a litre of chicken stock. Well, this is going in. Don't forget the upcoming Zoom concerts next Monday. Haha. Give it a good splash round, good stir, and then the rest of the Holy Trinity. Another good stir. There's lots of stirring going on here. And then 125 grams of passata. Stir and bring it to the boil over a high heat. Then reduce the heat, give it a stir, cover and simmer for about 45 minutes. In the meantime, you can cook the rice, then chop 4 spring onions and add half to the pot, along with a tablespoon of chopped flat leaf parsley. Give it another wee stir and cook it for about another 5 minutes, then serve. And garnish it with the rest of the spring onions. Delicious.
Well, there's plenty of spice and flavour in there. Sorry, I got put off because I've realised that there's There's something in front of the camera. There we go. That's better. I've got stuff. I've got stuff. We're in such a cramped space. I've got stuff everywhere. So where were we? Yes, yeah. I was going to say there's so much spice and flavour in there anyway, but it's a good idea to also have a bottle of your favourite hot sauce on the side, just in case you like it a little bit more spicy. Who else is in here? Stephen Miller, hello. Grant McConaughey, Lewis Rankin, how you doing, pal? Bob Brinkley Bottom, Dorothy, thank you. Susan Monroe, actually it's not really Susan Monroe, it's Sandy Monroe. I know your disguise. You and Bob opened the whiskey. Nice one. Was it good? Great. You've got to try the Rum Rebel, Sandy. Jason, Jordan, Bill, Kane, Jolyn again, hello, and hello again, Eileen. Who else is in here? Tavi, how you doing? Joyce, Lyle. Once again, I hope you're not having crisps for your dinner tonight, Joyce. And hello, Tavi, Colin Tavendale, Chris Duke, again, Jamie Miller, Vicky Fraser, Dick Gordon, hello, goodness me, Alistair Livingston's watching. Hi, Alistair, how you doing? It is very good, Bob. That's one of our favourites, that red beans and rice. And it's not in the Instant Pot, Bill. Bill Mullen, who does the Sunday night live streams from Florida, our pal. Watch his live stream Sunday night, 9 PM UK time. It's fucking awesome. And anyway, a couple of weeks ago, Bill and Dorothy bought an Instant Pot as a kind of mutual anniversary present, inspired by my ramblings about them on here. And it's quite funny because anyway, that dish, there's no Instant Pots in tonight other than for cooking the rice. I did cheat brown rice in an Instant Pot, 20 minutes. You can't go wrong. Well, 22 minutes if you're going to be precise. Anyway, enough of my ramblings. If you've been watching the last couple of weeks or so, you'll know that next month, well, you'll know that this is the last episode in this series, but you'll know that next week, Monday the 19th of October, I'm playing 2 special Zoom concerts. One at 8 PM UK time and one at 10 PM UK time. There's still some spaces available, but don't hang about. This isn't something you can just kind of click on at the time and come and watch. You've got to book your place. And there's been quite a few questions from folks so far. So just to clarify, it's a Zoom webinar, and the format is a Zoom webinar. So there's no video cameras to worry about. You don't have to worry about being seen on screen or anything. And on the audience member side, all the interaction is via a Q&A sort of panel. And you don't need any special software or devices or anything. I'll send you a link, you get it part of your web browser, or you can watch it on a device. Anyway, later on this week, I'll be getting in touch with everybody who has booked a space, and we're going to probably try and do a pre-event meeting on Zoom with some of you, whoever wants to be part of it, just to make sure that the sound and everything's okay, as good as it possibly can be, because I want this to be good. There shall be no clusterfucks on the Zoom concerts, I hope, unless they're self-inflicted. And also, later this week, I'll give you, if you've booked a space, I'll give you the chance to choose what you might want me to play from my song list. Meantime, talking of songs, let's play one. Back door someday. I'm going down to the river. I'm gonna take me a rocking chair. And if the blues don't leave me, I'll rock away from here. That's true. I have almost lost my mind. that's true. I have almost lost my mind, and if life ain't worth living, oh, I think I'd rather die. Trouble in mind, oh hey, I'm blue. My poor heart is healing slow, and I've never seen so much trouble in my whole life before. I'm gonna lay my head down on that lonesome railroad line, when that big 1800s ease my troubled mind. It's been a while since I played that one. Anyway, it shall not be a while much longer with the Zoom concerts and sessions and things coming up. So let's have another wee look on the screen. Hello, Glenn. Glenn Kersmans, Raymond Lang, Videndi Thomas, Stuart, Nat, everybody's watching. Janice Stewart, Lynn Robinson, Jim Chadwin. Jim Chadwin, how's it going? Long time since the Jack Daniels band, man. I hope it's all going good. Hello, Stacey. You love the Instant Pot. We love it too. Instant Pot noodles, how romantic. Instant Pot noodles. Oh, dear me. Bob Wrinkly Bottom, you've always got something to do. Hello, Ismo, how you doing? We should almost have been with you by now over in Finland. Looks like it's going to be next year. Hello, Stuart McCready. How you doing? Neil Madden, you feel all mellow now. Well, we'll soon put a stop to that. Thanks, Jolyn, and Bill, and Alistair Cunningham, and Ian Donald. Hello, 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 hello. I loved your session the other night, Ian, on the Stirling radio thing. I had to watch it on my iPad while I was cooking dinner, but it was great. Where are we now? Where are we now? That was a song. Okay, right, back to the grub. And now we're going to... Sorry, I got the giggles. Now we're going to make pork chorizo and butter bean casserole. Let's go.
For this recipe, you're going to need a couple of tins of butter beans, some agave, flat leaf parsley, 600 grams or so of trimmed pork shoulder, 150 grams or so of cooking chorizo, 2 or 3 tins of tomatoes, an onion, garlic and a bird's eye chilli and some white wine. Heat 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil in a large heavy base pan and brown the pork for 4 or 5 minutes. Take the pork out the pan with a slotted spoon and rest it on a warm plate. Then fry the chorizo for 3 or 4 minutes until it's crisp and golden. Once it's done, take it out and put it with the pork. Add the sliced onion and the chilli and fry for 2 or 3 minutes until the onion's gone soft. Next, chuck in the garlic and about 75ml of white wine. Well, let's see, cooking wine? Yeah. That looks about right. We drop more for good measure and simmer for another 2 or 3 minutes. Then add the tomatoes. I'm using 3 tins here But you could use a combination of fresh tomatoes and tinned, maybe 5 or 6 big vine tomatoes and 1 tin of tomatoes, or just really whatever you've got kicking about. And the butter beans should be rinsed, and then stick them in and give the whole thing a jolly good mix before adding the pork and chorizo back to the pan. Bring it to a simmer over a fairly gentle heat. Cover it and simmer for at least 45 minutes. Once it's ready, give it a stir. Add some agave or honey or whatever you like. And a few teaspoons of chopped fresh parsley, flat leaf parsley. Mix it all up. Then serve it with rice or potatoes or just by itself, however you like.
Well. That's another of our winter favourites, and autumn and spring and probably summer as well anyway. But the longer you cook it, the better it gets. 45 minutes is the minimum. You want to give it plenty of time in there and all the flavours develop. Sometimes it's really good even the next day. And I just see, Stacey, you've got a ticket for the 8 p.m. Zoom. Now, quick note, there's probably not an awful lot of space left in the 8 p.m. one. There's a few spaces on the 10 p.m. one though. So if you want to join me next Monday for the Zoom sessions, book your space now. Get right in there. I don't want you to be disappointed. I don't want to be disappointed either. Who else is in here? Bob's a foodie. Yes, I gathered that, Bob. Thanks again, Ian. Jim Scrimger, hello. And Jolene. The honey and agave. Yeah, the agave's a bit better. It's not quite so over sweet. And Margaret's sticking her head through the door. I'm not sure why. Hello.
Folk know that how long the gig's going to be.
Wait, Margaret wants me to tell you that the Zoom concerts, there's one at 8 p.m. UK time next Monday, one at 10 p.m. They'll probably last about an hour, just over an hour, because we'll probably blather a bit, and there'll be hopefully some Q&A. I'm kind of quite new to all the Zoom thing, and it's going to be running kind of like a webinar, but they'll still be able to interact. I say we're going to do a wee test during the week with some of you if you're up for it, and we'll see how it goes. I really want to make it technically good and sound good for you, so I'm working on that. I've been putting quite a lot of work into that over the last wee while since we decided that was perhaps a way to go.
Brad's asking will it be recorded so somebody could watch it later, but I don't know.
Oh, Brad, I'm afraid not, because it's a ticketed Zoom thing, so it won't be recorded, sadly. So you have to get in live. And that's why I'm saying it's not like a Facebook thing. People have to reserve their place now or over the next day or two at the very latest if there are still spaces left. It's not something you can just kind of rock up to and click on the night like a Facebook live stream, and it won't be archived either, I'm afraid. This is for special exclusive thing. Talking of special exclusive things, I thought I'd play another song. I don't know if this is either special or exclusive, but it's called Hellbound Train. I'm just hoping it's months since I've played this song, so expect the expected. i.e. clusterfuck. Train comes around the bend, you can tell that train wait for you, just making that up. That is almost like singing rhubarb and custard. Let's see if we can remember now. Oh, and that hellbound train comes around the bend. If that hellbound train stops for you, my friend, your time is coming. Well, you just can't pretend. Oh dear me. This episode was going far too well. Right, I'm going to start it again. I'm going to try and remember the words, and I'm not going to make a clusterfuck of the guitar either. When that hellbound train comes around the bend, if that hellbound train stops for you, my friend, your time is coming. Well, you just can't. Get aboard that train. Oh, that's a roll. Hear that train a coming, like it's going to hell. Don't know where it's coming from. It's maybe just as well. I don't see the driver, 'cause it's driving by itself. Oh yeah. Oh, and that hellbound train comes around the bend. If that hellbound train stops for you, my friend, your time is coming. Well, you just can't. Oh yeah. Matter if you're country, matter if you're blues, doesn't it really matter? The music that you choose, it's all rock and roll now. You got nothing left to lose. Oh yeah. When that hellbound train comes around the bend, if that hellbound train stops for you, my friend, your time is coming. Well, you just can't. Oh yeah. Get aboard that train. Know you're gonna ride, take you straight to hell. I'll be by your side all the way down there. It'll be some fucking ride. Oh yeah. Oh, all the way down there. It'll be some fucking ride. Well, all the way down there. It'll be some fucking ride. Well, we kind of got there in the end, didn't we? It's good practice for the Zoom sessions. Oh, well, let's have another quick look here and see what's going down. Clusterfuck scripted these days. Well, I wish they were, Bob. Seppo, hello, thank you. And Nancy Forbes, hello, how you doing? It's been a while. I hope I don't know if you've had much stuff going on with the old agency. Clusterfuck Blues. Oh, thanks, Alistair. Rug William. Margaret McDonald needs to finish with it. Yes, she knows best. She knows me best. Anyway. That's it for this episode. And I'm getting a wee signal from the hall. No, she's just come for a wee watch. She's come to see what I'm busy with. Make sure I'm not misbehaving in the kitchen, setting anything on fire, bursting anything as usual. But that is it for this episode and this series of Cooking Up the Blues. I hope you've enjoyed it. And remember, book your place for next Monday's Zoom sessions now. Don't leave it till the last minute. Get in, get there, and I hope to see you. Thanks again for tuning in, folks. See you all again very soon, and I hope to see some of you next Monday.